Yeah, this right here, that's complacency, that's laziness, and that's the best MMA analyst in YouTube right now. Not making a video. Man, I'll tell you something. This shirt tight as I don't know what, man. But it's bedtime for me, man. But I couldn't sleep. I didn't feel like I'd be doing my viewers and myself justice if I didn't give you my thoughts and reaction to UFC 267 this weekend. Let's talk about it. A lot of great things happened. It was probably one of the best cards of the year. I say this by every card, but this one actually was. I'm not just meaning like the main event. Of course, main event was it was alright compared to the rest. Like, it was one of those cards where if you watch it from where it starts off, from Ankalaev to Jan versus Sanhagen, so an emotional roller coaster. But we're gonna break down each and every single fight that I saw, that you saw, and hopefully we can just be productive people with the rest of our week, you know? Like, yeah, USC and stuff is cool and all, but bro, I know we all got day jobs, we got ambitions, we got goals we want to reach. Can't be thinking about this all the time, but hopefully, you know, I might say something that you were thinking or you were feeling. So let's keep going. Welcome to MMA and Medicine. I'm your host. You already know who it is, your boy Mo. Bro, UFC 267 was crazy, but remember that time when Tyson Fury was scheduled to fight Klitschko for the second time, and he was at the press conference and he was slapping his stomach, and he was just all like, "Does this look like a fighting man to you? This is your heavyweight, this is your heavyweight champion of the world." Pitiful. I was like, dang, bro. He really didn't care. He really didn't care. And he really openly expressed himself like, bro, I know I'm down bad. And y'all trying to make me fight because y'all some cash cows. You want me to fight this dude already embarrassed. You want me to fight him again. But he was going through his own things. But shout out to Tyson Fury. Great man, honestly. UFC 267. So let's start off with the first fight. It was Magomed Ankalaev versus Volkan Oezdemir, and honestly, it went exactly like how I thought it was. The only difference is Oezdemir didn't get knocked out or submitted, so you can tell he was fighting the fight with a certain sense of urgency. He wanted to win. He wanted to be in there, but they got to a certain point, like the second or third round, where you could see there was just an obvious skill gap between the two. And Ankalaev was just not letting up. Every single time Oezdemir came close, Magomedov, my boy, Magomed, I'm sorry. That is fucked up. Magomedov, that is a fighter for Bellator. So again, I'm confused with Magomed Ankalaev. My boy Magomed Ankalaev, every single time Oezdemir came in close and tried to establish some confidence in the striking, he shut him down. He hit him with a nice hook, a nice check hook every single time. And for all you guiders, all you so-called fighters, all you guys out there, man, trying to be tough guys, trying to fight dudes at local bars, well, at least know this: if you're gonna hit a man with a hook, make it a close hook. Don't make that joint out here. If you're looping out here, you're trying to grab him. If you're not trying to loop, you better make it a little close, man. Follow all the way through. But anyway, that's what Ankalaev was doing. He was hitting with them barroom hooks, boy. Them barroom, them bah, bah, bah. Like, get away from me, bro. You don't want this. That's danger. Anyway, that was a great fight. Ankalaev just showed his dominance. And I look forward to see him go ahead and fight somebody like, let's have him fight Anthony Smith. That would be a good fight to see. You know, an Anthony Smith, maybe even Alexander Rakic, or somebody else in the top, you know, in the top tier of the division. See what he can do. I like that guy. I like Magomed Ankalaev. I think he's really good. He's really underrated too, and he's very young. He's only like, what, 28, 29? Dude, he has a long way to go in the UFC. That's my boy. Next fight, if I can even remember the next fight, sheesh. I'm pretty sure, if I'm going off just my memory of seeing the card, the next fight was Khamzat Chimaev versus Li Jingliang, and that fight was crazy, bro. The only thing I got right about that is that nobody got knocked out. But, man, say what you want. Yeah, of course, it was a dominant performance by Khamzat Chimaev. But the thing that impressed me the most about that fight was Lee Jingling like going straight to sleep. You could tell he was so against with like he was so against him losing. He wasn't giving up. He fought until he would die. And not a lot of guys in the UFC would do that, especially with a guy as much hype as Khamzat Chimaev, you know what I mean? They would just tap. But Lee knew he this is what I'm realizing. This is something I'm hypothesizing. I don't know if I'm right or I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying. But here's what I truly feel and I truly believe. The difference between a regular man and a warrior is that a warrior is willing to die if it means reaching his mission or achieving his goal, or if it's in pursuit of his mission or his goal. Where a regular man he wouldn't die for that. He'd be like, oh, he would do everything right all up into the moment where it seemed like he might not be the same. It seemed like he might be a changed man afterwards. Then he might reconsider his decisions. And there's nothing wrong with that, trust me. That's what you're supposed to do. But a warrior, he doesn't see any other way but achieving his mission or death. And that is what Lee Jingling showed to me in the octagon. A true warrior willing to go out on his shield. Love that guy, bro. Love that guy. And Khamzat, bro, he was crazy. Khamzat really had me thinking, bro, could Usman beat him? Because, like, he seems like a problem, man. Khamzat is young. He's like, what, 27? Young, bro. Young and game. And you can see he's, like, foaming at the mouth, getting, like, wanting to get out there. Think about how many guys in the UFC, right? Those guys have to be crazy. Like, really, really crazy. Because you know why? Think about how many guys actually pursue MMA. How many mixed martial artists there are in this world, right? Now, there's a lot of mixed martial artists in this world. Probably millions, and billions of mixed martial artists. Think about me in the UFC. Not even close. Not even close to 1,000. Probably just like, nah. I don't know. I wouldn't say. If I had a guess, I would say there's probably a good like. There's no more than 250 to 300 guys in the UFC. Then the ones that are actually fighting year round, probably half of that. You know what I mean? Not even half, maybe even a quarter of that. But there's a bunch of guys that are either signed to a contract or on their way to, working their way in the UFC. Probably, yeah, I'll say that many guys. But think about how crazy they have to be to want to go out there and fight, knowing everything that they know, knowing that they may be changed, they may be hurt brutally, may not be able to take care and provide for their family on one given night. There's a lot of thoughts, But think about how crazy you have to be to want to go into that, to actually want to go and hurt somebody. That's why I look at Khamzat, a killer, man, a straight killer. Khamzat must have dealt with a lot of adversity throughout his life to get to where he is now in the UFC, and it's paying off. We'll see how he matches up against the top 5 from the division. A lot of people are saying they want to see him against Burns. I want to see him against Vicente Luque, because they both seem like some tough dudes. So that'll be a good fight for real. Nate Diaz doesn't sound bad at all either, but, he's thinking title. After that, we have Volkov and Marcin Tiberius. Kind of like a low spot, a dull moment. But Volkov got it done. He showed his takedown defense is improving. His wrestling and grappling awareness is improving. And his strikes are always there. He's really hard to hurt, Now, the thing is with a guy like Volkov is he'll be good, but I don't ever see him beating, like, Francis Ngannou, honestly. And it's just because of the way, like, the way Ngannou fights is just ruthless. I think it'll be too much for him to handle. With the other guys, yeah, but, like, you saw what Ngannou did to him, obviously. Ngannou would be like that, but shorter, because he would just find that place to just knock the switch off. But I'm happy to see Volkov win, and I want to see him prove me wrong by going against another guy in the top 5. Not going down. You know, let's see how he looks like against Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is fresh off a win. Well, call fresh off a win. You know what I mean? That'd be good to see. I wouldn't even mind him running back with Derek Lewis, but Curtis Blades seemed like, oh yeah, that's another good fight. And then next, we have our co-main event, my fight of the night, Corey Sandhagen versus No Mercy, Peter Yan. Man, great fight. Great fight, great fight, great fight, great fight, great fight, great fight. Bro, when I tell you, that fight was just crazy. Peter Yan just showed why he should be the bantamweight champ right now, you know? And Corey Sandhagen is not a slouch. He's truly the number one contender in the division because the only people that can beat him are the champs. Even though there's only one champ, but Aljo and Peter Yan are the only people who prove they can beat him. But it'll be very interesting to see him go against Aljo again. Aljo, I will say that. And I would like to see Peter Yan versus Aljo too, as well, because that was a good fight. Aljo did give him some problems earlier on, but as we see, that's just Peter Yan's fighting style. He just gets a read for his opponent, and then he breaks them apart in the later rounds. But yeah, the man he can take a punch and he can throw a punch, and his technique, his mixed martial arts IQ is just flawless. The spinning back fist to the hook combination, the what do you call it? The spinning back kick. Like, he is crazy. It's a very high level martial artist right there. Very, very high level guy. And the fact that he was able to close the distance and land strikes on Corey despite the reach advantage and stuff, you could tell it's kind of giving him problems in the beginning. But when you saw Corey saying, hey, he started shooting takedowns, I was like, what? Yeah, no, like, that's not working, bro. But Yan proved to be good. Sandhagen showed to be good smoke for him, honestly. And then we get down to the most confusing WTF fight of the card. Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira. Congratulations to Glover Teixeira. You know, my man told me something. Like, he told me how Glover is just, we could all see ourselves in Glover. We all want to be a fighter like Glover. The man's 42 years old. And forget the belt. Forget about the UFC. Let's talk about him as an actual fighter. This dude has the ability at 42 years old to outbox you. And he doesn't outbox you if he sees you're the superior striker. He can take you to the ground and you're done. You're in his, it's like, almost like Khabib, bro. He takes people down and he mauls them. And his jiu-jitsu pressure. It's not like the wrestling pressure like Dagestanese and Khabib and them use. It's jiu-jitsu pressure. He's threading submissions constantly. And it's not like Oliveira, where most of his submissions are coming out of like from transitions and scrambles and on bottom and stuff. There's coming from like, it's really old school jiu-jitsu pressure, bro. And Glover is just phenomenal. I don't know why Jan Blachowicz tapped so quickly. Really will never know. Because it really didn't look like he had it on that tight. But I don't know. I've never been in that position before. And that's just beautiful. That's a beautiful rear naked choke. And for you guys, you jiu-jitsu guys, you jiu-jitsu guys, you guys who just watch this stuff. Let me tell you, when you get a guy flat, that's the best time to have his back. Not when he's on his knees, not when he can roll. No, when he's flat on his stomach and you have hooks in, that is a nightmare. That is almost like a 97% submission accurate. Like, submission is gonna happen. All you gotta do is just touch the guy's neck. And pull it back a little bit. He's not gonna want that. Maybe I answered my own question just now. Maybe that's why Jan tapped. But Glover, great job. Great job, Glover. Great job. We're all so proud of you. We're all so happy for you. And we're happy to see what you do as champion. Thank you. And that's how I feel. UFC 267 was great. But 268, I don't even know what to expect. We'll see. But you know, it's your boy Mo here, MMA and medicine. We're going to get to the medicine at some point, man.